Welcome to another episode of Basketball Wives. This is season 8, episode 10, and the ponderosas continue, but can we just have some mimosas instead? We're going to talk about the court and how they cannot keep order in it. So stay tuned for all that and more.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah. Turn up.
Hey guys.
This was a very intense episode. Once
hilarious.
Again, it was very funny. I am so excited to talk all about it. I'm your host, Miss Conversation Peace, and to my left, I have Breanna Cheyenne. She's going to talk about all the tweets, and she is a fashionista, so she has all the info on the invasion of the closet snatchers. Plus, we have news and gossip, and we're going to make some predictions. So stay tuned to the end. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let us know how you feel. Breanna, what do you feel about the overall thoughts of this episode?
Well, you know, I couldn't stop laughing at every single scene because it was just always some foolery going on. So
Yeah.
it was finally a bit lighthearted for me compared to all the other episodes. So I was glad I got some chuckles this time.
It was lighthearted, but we saw some people get put out the party, almost, another fight in court. Dion, he was going all over. Yes.
That's a whole topic. That is a whole topic.
They're saying don't bring outsiders in to the circle, but I feel like all these ladies, besides like the original OGs, were outsiders at one point. So
yeah, absolutely. But it's less about being an outsider for me and more about the fact that you're a grown man acting like this. I'm genderless. Bye. First of all, you're big as hell, and you shouldn't be yelling at women like that, getting involved in women's business and as aggressive as you were, regardless.
Yeah, that wasn't what he was there for. Jackie said, you're here to comment when I call on you and tell them I didn't have anything to do with it, and I feel like his whole presence wasn't needed because he didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, but he always steps out of line because this isn't the first time Dion has jumped into somebody's business. And I think Jackie knows that that's his personality, and she likes that he'll back her up like a bulldog, and that's why she keeps bringing him back, because if she had a problem with his behavior, she wouldn't keep bringing him into every situation she has when she knows she has tension coming her way.
Yeah. Well, let's just get into what the tension is. Of course, Malaysia is feeling that Jackie is the culprit in the rumor gate. She's the one bringing it to everybody. The way that she brought it to Jen, like, hey, did you say this? I didn't feel like anything was wrong with that. But when she did keep going around and when she was with Evelyn and made the phone call, I think she was wrong there.
You don't think she should have talked to Anthony?
Well, I just feel like not at that moment. No, I feel like she should have had Malaysia there. Oh, you're
talking about Jackie.
When they first brought this whole thing up.
Okay.
When she was telling Evelyn, and Evelyn was like, let's call him. Like, that's where it started.
Oh, you're talking about that scene. I thought you were talking about Malaysia shouldn't have talked to Anthony. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, even when they did it this episode, I feel like they shouldn't have done it with Jen and Dominique there. I feel like they would have got more out of the conversation if Anthony was able to speak freely and not be cut off by Dominique saying, oh, I didn't say that. I just feel like we may have gotten a little more information.
I agree. I think we would have gotten more information. However, it was fair that Jennifer and Dominique were there because their names were brought into it, especially Dominique being very new to the group. If I was her, I would want to be there too, because I don't know you, Anthony. I only know Jennifer. I just met Malaysia, barely know Evelyn, but I have all this drama in my name being brought up with people and their kids, and Dominique is a mother too.
But I kind of believe that it could have been said. Now, I don't know for sure because it's kind of hazy what's going on, but didn't Jen talk about Shawnee's?
Yeah.
And that's somebody's kid. So
exactly.
It's her character.
And she's a known liar. I don't, and it's so hard because I want to believe that she didn't do it because she really seems adamant that she didn't, but Jennifer, girl, like when you lie all the time, it's hard to believe you.
It's a boy who cried wolf, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, but what I also didn't like was how Evelyn was basically throwing Jackie under the bus. She was like, F her.
Yes.
All in Malaysia's ear. And then she comes outside and was like, Jackie, what are you doing? So it's like, do we not see what Evelyn is doing?
I thought it was so funny. I thought it was so Evelyn.
And she's the one who crawled.
And because
Anthony.
and the fact that because Evelyn isn't the spotlight and like isn't in the spotlight, I think that's why she's able to kind of make a joke of it and play all sides in this way, because she can be messy from far away.
I don't like it. I don't like it either. Pick a side. Pick a side. Jackie's going ballistic. She's just like, she wants to fight everybody, but who ended up on the floor? Somebody was like, one of Malaysia's cousins was trying to jump in. I was scared for Jackie. I was like, it's more of them, girls. Like, you got Dion and old boy. They two linebacker looking dudes, but
girl,
you gonna need some more people, honey.
I lost it when I saw somebody on the ground, and I was like, oh my God, what is going on?
She had on white. You don't get dirty in your white at the skate party,
and then
ladies.
This is the thing, though. The producers didn't even think she was important enough to show her falling or anything. They just showed this person in white laid out, and I'm like, oh my God, everybody needs to calm down.
But then Kristen comes outside with Jackie, and she wants to know what happened. It was just a big, like, and then she gets put out the party. Yeah. And she can't come back because, do you feel like Jackie should have been put out the party?
Yes.
But she just came in to have fun. They ambushed her, the whole family.
She came in, she turned it up, and then she had to go. That's not what Kristen had the party for. Kristen threw this party because she wanted, what the signs say, positive vibes only. Jackie did not come in with positive vibes. The moment she stepped in.
No, she did. Malaysia came to her. Like,
facts. I stand corrected. Malaysia did go to her.
She was like, oh, Evelyn, you look cute. Like, let me go to the bathroom. And then it just went in.
But when everything really hit a high peak of tension after Jackie started getting like, okay, Malaysia, like going crazy.
Well, if someone attacks you, you're gonna, especially if you're Jackie, you're going to retaliate. And I feel like that's when the chairs started throwing.
And then she had it going towards Kristen with her back to her. That's why I always said Jackie's not about it. Just like with Phoebe, they both went after each other, and both of them got bold when security got around. There was open space and opportunity between the both of them, and nobody wanted to step towards and act like.
See, this is the thing. If you actually make contact and you're the first person, I think they have repercussions. So if you're the first one to throw the punch, then you get either suspended or
don't act like you're ready to risk it all if you're not going to. If you're in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I don't want to break my contract, I don't want to get fired, don't act like you're willing to risk it.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking.
I don't know either.
But Shawnee comes in. She was looking so cute in her salt and pepper outfit.
Yes, she looked really cute.
And then OG, I don't know what she was dressed up as, but that was just like a 90s, I guess, cheetah look, the cheetah shirt and the booty shorts. Is that like 90s?
I don't know what it was.
I mean, I still dress like that now, but I dress like the 90s too.
So. When you said OG, the first thing that popped into my head with her Barcelona suit.
Oh. You didn't like it? Oh, because, I mean, people are always talking about OG's outfits. Like, Evelyn is talking about the toe, and OG comes in, and she's like, why are you talking about my toe? Like, I wasn't feeling that. Yeah. And, I don't know.
I like that they handled it like that, though. It was lighthearted, and they brushed it to the side.
It was, but Evelyn is saying that, oh, you're big, bad, and bold, but when I talk about your toe, you're sensitive. Like, what's that have to do with anything?
I don't know, but, I mean, we're women. Like, we're gonna pick on each other about little petty things about, oh, you're ashy, your nails are chipped. Like, that's just what we do. So if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
Well, a lot of heat has been taken off of Kristen and Thomas. They've been able to, I guess, get on a good foot with Byron. Well, Thomas has anyway. He got a chance to sit down with his dad and hash things out. And I think they're on the road to making a good family gathering soon. Maybe if everybody can apologize like Kristen wants to apologize. She admits that she's wrong. I think she was wrong all along. Like, I don't know why it's taking so long for her to now want to apologize. I don't think she felt it would go this far, or...
I think it's because she convinced herself that Cece was the issue, and it was Cece in Byron's ear. And now that she has Thomas finally confirming it's not Cece, it's your own words that caused Byron to have this issue, now she can finally say, okay, well, now I'm sorry. And it sucks that it had to come to that.
Yeah, it sucks, but I don't know. I just feel like they don't like Cece, and they're like trying to bully her. And I feel like they felt that their position in the family would be able to get Cece, you know, replaced or something like that. Because if you started out as friends and then you switched on her, like that's what Cece said, she basically switched on her on the show, and there was no reason. Like, you didn't have a problem before the show. Like, you weren't saying, oh, I don't like how Cece moves before the show. Like, you were buying her clothes. So that's kind of strange to me. Like,
it's definitely strange. But just like Cece said, she doesn't care about the relationship with her Byron's kids and her. And I feel her. It's an easier life to not care. So, hey, do what you got to do.
Yeah, like, even when they were talking in the kitchen, he was telling her, you're not going to these little messy events. You're going to stay here with me. We're going to be
his foot
together.
down real quick.
Yeah, but they're enjoying themselves. Like, they don't need to be in all of this. Even with the Kristen and Thomas, they have their own lives. Like, let's meet for a Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, and just birthdays, and just call it a day. Like, we don't have to do all this.
Yeah.
But as a family, if you're used to being close knit, I could see, like, oh, well, we live down the street. Can we just visit each other? I don't know. How do you feel about, like, family and when there's, I wouldn't say just drama, but just having your own life with your family?
Well, personally, I feel my mental health comes before anything. So at the end of the day, the only person that really 100% matters to me is my mom. As long as my mom is good, that's all I care about. When you have toxic people in your family, you don't want to force yourself to be around them just because they're blood. Because I have friends that I trust and I love and I hold closer to me than I do family members. So it's more about the respect you give me versus what our connection is.
So if your mom was to marry someone else and you were very close to your dad and you know, still were after the divorce, and she married someone that you didn't like, would you still visit her as often?
Well, I mean, that's kind of hard to say because my mom would never put me in that position. But I guess if she did, I would, because I can't allow my bond with my mom to strain because of this man. Trusting my mom, I know she's going to know how to balance out our time and not make me feel cut off and still make him feel however special he needs to feel.
Well, I feel like Byron is working on that. He's saying, you know, when Cece's telling him about what's going on with Malaysia and Jackie, he's like, well, Malaysia's not a liar. That's my cousin.
Exactly.
You know? So I feel like he wants it to get back to the way it was, but he also wants to protect Cece, and he loves Cece. And it's almost like when you love two people and they just can't get along. So I don't know what to do in that instance, but hopefully, because Cece is so, I guess, chill. Like, I don't know. I like Cece. I don't see her causing any problems. Like, she wants the family together, so I think it'll work out.
Yeah, I don't think Cece cares enough to want to make any issues. Miley Downey, I'm sorry, she said, Jackie brought the rumor to the group and addressed it with the people who allegedly spread it. What is so wrong?
That's how I feel.
Then she said she had just brought it up to Malaysia. Had she just brought it to Malaysia, it would have been gossip. Kristen is dangerous, and so is her friend Jen. They are messy. And then she said, and then one lover, RSR, said Jackie bringing this rumor to everyone except Malaysia is proof that she was trying to stir the pot.
I don't think so, because Jackie never said those extra things that people were saying, like, oh, the kids are dirty. Oh, yeah. She basically went to Jen and was like, did you say anything about Malaysia? And she's like, huh, what? No. And then when she goes with Evelyn, she's like, man, I heard Jen was talking about Evelyn and then with this guy named Anthony, and then Evelyn was like, let's call Anthony. So I don't think Jackie was stirring the pot. I mean,
don't think so either.
Some things were, cut out of editing maybe, but I didn't hear her say anything.
I don't think so either. I think it's just basic miscommunication because Jackie genuinely just wanted to know if Jennifer was saying stuff about Malaysia so she could tell her to put an end to it. However, do I think Jackie should have went straight to Malaysia from the beginning? Yes, because it would have put a stop to all of this very quickly. However, I think Malaysia still talking about it makes it seem like Jackie's the one who started the rumor originally, instead of communicating it as, I'm mad at Jackie for spreading it within the group. Right. And that's what Jackie's not really getting.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, she should have sat down with her friend. But so when they decide to have this court, her and OG, they go shopping to rent furniture, and OG is taking it seriously because I don't know if you guys know, she's in law school, so this is why she's basically doing this mock court and acting as the judge booty. And what's so funny is when they decide to have the court, they just send this generic invite like the ponderosa. Yeah. So they don't want the girls to know it's court because they don't feel like they're going to show up. Do you feel like they would have showed up if they would have known this is what's happening?
No. Well, you know what? I don't know. I think they still would have, because everybody knows ponderosa is Jackie's word. So they knew she was involved and they still showed up. So I think they probably would have, just for the laugh of seeing how far they're going to go with this court theme.
Yeah. Malaysia wasn't having it. Neither was Evelyn, but they decided to sit in. Shawnee participated. Barely. She was just like, let me just sit here in my little corner.
Feeling like
not really typing. But do you feel like Jackie should have called the guy first, or because she called herself as a witness, and I'm like, you already said your side of the story, so what are we doing? Like,
oh gosh. You mean call Dion first?
Yeah, because she called herself first.
I don't think Dion would be a plausible witness. I was on the debate team, so. I don't think Dion would have been a plausible witness because he's biased. He's going to say whatever rules in Jackie's favor, so he's not even a good person to bring on the stand.
But every witness is that. Like, if you're going to jail and you bring a witness, they're for your favor, right? So,
no, not necessarily, because if you bring a witness, not the prosecution or your offense. True. I mean, if I have a witness and I'm bringing them, but it's mainly because if you're going to swear on the Bible, you're expected to tell the truth. And so because this isn't a real courtroom setting, but this is a serious issue you're trying to put on the table and get resolved, you want as many unbiased people as possible. And Dion yelling at women, calling them out their name and all this stuff, I'm not gonna listen to, oh, of course you're gonna tell me that Jackie didn't do this. Yeah. That's not going to change anything.
Well, I believe the only person that needs to be objective is the judge, and OG did a great job at that. But Dion was definitely out of line for coming at the ladies like with that vulgar language, and Evelyn put him in his place. But it just started like, I don't know, he shouldn't have been there. But the ladies are saying don't bring in outsiders, and Malaysia was also saying that she would never take the word of an outsider over her friend. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, what can we say? Because these friends are lying to each other, it seems like.
I'm never someone to be like, no new friends. That's period. You know, you never really know what someone is capable of if you put them in this situation. So I don't see what saying no outsiders is going to solve. It sounds like it's just more something within yourself and your trust with that person.
What I wanted them to get resolved in the courtroom was find out how Jackie got in touch with Anthony. I feel like that would have been a good question to
Why
ask.
hasn't anybody asked this?
Hello.
And that's why people are thinking that it's Jackie's friend. And Jennifer even said, well, why hasn't he said anything bad about you? He said something bad about everybody else. And I never really thought of that. I'm like, oh, Jackie, this is not adding
didn't say anything bad about everybody else. He only said Jen was talking crap about Malaysia and Dominique was there. It didn't like he went down the line like Evelyn, she did this with Chad and Phoebe. I don't know why she on the show. Like, he didn't do that.
Well, we have to remember that this isn't, Phoebe's not relevant because this is while they're taping, so he doesn't know that there is even a Phoebe.
Okay, well, Shawnee, he didn't bring up Shawnee. He didn't bring up anyone else. He didn't bring up OG.
I don't know.
I don't feel like he was talking about everybody and just left Jackie out. I don't believe that. But Jennifer thinks something may be wrong with Jackie and that she needs more therapy. I think they all need more therapy. Jen needs more. Right. Jen is still going through the grieving process, so you can't really speak on somebody needing therapy, honey. Like, it's a bit much. But
Miss Kat's Life said Evelyn started yelling at him first because they did not want him to tell the truth. No. They yelled at him because this man came out of his neck talking crazy. I'm sorry. Your approach, if you are consistently a disrespectful person in your approach, I'm going to shut you down every single time you open your mouth towards me. The moment your tone gets too crazy, the moment your voice elevates, I'm shutting you down. So when Evelyn blew up on him, I saw a lot of me in that. So yeah. I don't blame her.
Well, I didn't blow up on Anthony when Malaysia was on the phone with him trying to figure out what was going on with Jen and Dominique sitting there. But Dominique kind of put him in his place like, I don't even know you. Yeah. I don't know Ashley. So where did Anthony come from and who is Anthony?
Exactly.
Is he part of production?
I was about to say, I low-key want to say he's a production intern. Because this Anthony, and then there's an Ashley out of nowhere. I'm like, where are all these...
Yeah, that's so strange. We got to find out. Anthony, could you reach out to us? We want to know who gave you the information, how you met Jackie. Did you slide in the DM? Because he seems like a very much a fan of the show. I hope he gets to go to the reunion and we can see his face, see who Anthony is.
Yes, I want to put a face to this name, and we'll give you, an extra 5 minutes of fame.
Okay. And speaking of faces, Evelyn is still working on her CBD skin line, looking gorgeous. She's doing a photo shoot. Phoebe shows up, and she reveals that she's gonna meet with Gigi, and she feels bad about not staying connected to her after her and Chad divorced. She moved on very quickly after the divorce, got with Carl, had a baby, so she didn't want Carl to feel like by her keeping in contact with the 14-year-old young lady that she was still in contact with Chad. But I do feel like Evelyn did the right thing by being a woman and walking away from domestic violence, because there's a lot of women that'll give them another chance or say it's okay, and they get caught up in the cycle. And on top of that, Gigi was there to witness that, and she has Shanice, that's another young lady that she's raising, so it's very important for her to be that kind of role model, I feel like.
Absolutely. I mean, that goes without saying. It's just really unfortunate that Gigi was there to actually witness it, because hearing about it is one thing, but seeing it and watching the person being driving off in an ambulance after it, and then it was your dad, it's crazy. But also kudos to Gigi for being able to continue a relationship with Evelyn, because it could be super awkward and she could want to cut her off just because she might feel some type of awkwardness. But I like that they're continuing a relationship.
It definitely could have caused some awkwardness, because this is mainly what ruined Ocho Cinco's career. Like this incident right here, he was playing football, he was very successful, so you got to think this young lady, she's probably been spoiled by her dad, and now he is without a job. So, but the thing is, do you feel like Chad could be mad at Gigi the same way Byron is mad at Kristen or Thomas for continuing a relationship with Evelyn at this point? Chad being mad at Gigi?
No.
You don't think Chad would be mad at Gigi?
No. I mean, it's known that he doesn't mind it, and he likes that they are able to have their own conversation. I mean, Chad has no animosity towards Evelyn.
But this is the first time they met, and since then, it's been a minute. This is the first meeting.
Yeah, but there have been media things in the past that have shown Chad not having animosity towards Evelyn and being happy for her, moving on with her life, because he's had a child since then too, so they both moved on. So no, Chad doesn't have an issue. You think?
don't necessarily know, but I just think it's kind of weird. Like, it's almost like, this is my family. I mean, he's responsible for it because he did it, so he can't be mad at anyone but himself. But I just feel like if someone caused some kind of detriment to my family, especially my mom or my dad, I don't think I would want to be in touch with them. But I'm sure in the midst of her relationship with Chad, she grew close to the girl. And, you know, I don't know where her mom is, but maybe she wants to be close to Evelyn for various reasons. You know what I mean? I don't know even if she was close to Shanice. So, you know, it's always good to have a positive female role model in your life. But I've just been seeing Evelyn do a lot on this show, and some things that she does do are not positive. I'm glad to see her working on her business and all of that, but you know, she turns up a lot.
She does. But I will say, I mean, the only times you really see Evelyn turning up is on the show, and when they're not shooting the show, you don't really hear anything else. So part of me just says, okay, this is Basketball Wives Evelyn, and the everyday Evelyn isn't really like this.
I need to rewatch that episode of In Young Love Fix My Life. See if that's really real.
Maybe it helped her.
Well, let's get into our special segment, Invasion of the Closet Snatchers.
Yes, let's get into it. So we have Jackie Christie versus Angel Brinks. Now, this is a really interesting pair because they are super, super, super opposite in every type of way. Jackie is the queen of black, all black everything, very simple. And then Angel Brinks is queen of drama, jewels, hair colors, dramatic makeup, and all that stuff, always showing her skin and curves. So based off this, well, not the pictures, but just knowing how both these ladies dress, whose closet would you snatch?
I'm gonna have to say Jackie, because I'm definitely one that wears a lot of black a lot of times. However, I do like to spice it up a little bit, have a little tight fitting dress with some bling bling on it, but I feel like Angel takes it too far sometimes. Like, it's too much. So it's a fine line of being too much and being too simple. So I feel like you can never go wrong with a little black dress.
Facts.
So I would like Jackie's closet.
Facts. I feel the same way. I would definitely pick Jackie's closet also. Just like you said, Angel takes it to another level, and it comes off very costumey. And I don't want to feel like I'm putting on a production when I just want to go out across the street and get some milk. So I would definitely get Jackie's closet.
All right, coolio. Well, let's get into the trending tweets. This is the tweets that we find from all the super fans watching the show Basketball Wives.
Yes. So at Miss Keisha26 said, Lord, y'all are all too old for this. And when did everyone start believing Jennifer? That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. Somebody's lying, y'all. Who's lying, Anthony or Jen?
It sucks when you're known as a liar.
Leave a comment. Let us know who's lying, Jen or Anthony.
At Lioness9779 said, Phoebe's mouth is going to write a check her ass can't cash. Chick is sneaky as F.
Hello. We got to be able to back up our words, ladies. Yes. Especially if you from Brooklyn.
Especially Phoebe. Please represent, girl. Don't embarrass us West Coasters. At Lee, oh, that's too many numbers. Can y'all please understand that Evelyn is talking about Jackie entertaining the rumor and bringing it to the group in the first place? Obviously, once she heard it, she called to confirm, but Jackie is the one who brought Anthony and his rumors into the group. That's what I'm saying.
I don't agree with that. Evelyn is the one who called Anthony. Jackie
brought it up. And Jackie's brought it up, and that led to Evelyn calling.
Yeah.
Our last tweet is from @KemKilla. Okay. M-Killa. What the heck, Breanna? Get it together.
EB Killer.
EB Killer. Breanna, please. Oh my gosh, hooked on phonics. If Jackie was really a friend, she would have told Malaysia first, not everybody and they mama. Okay. That's what I've been saying too.
All right, I agree with you guys, and we appreciate you guys leaving all these comments and watching the show. We appreciate you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. I love being at AfterBuzz TV to talk about my favorite shows and getting a chance to watch it, and it's like just a release for me to just talk about all my thoughts of the show and stuff like that. Why do you like being a part of AfterBuzz, Breanna?
I love being a part of AfterBuzz because it gives me an amazing opportunity to talk with so many crazy fans that love these shows just as much as I do. And so I just want to thank everybody also for following us.
Yes.
And we really appreciate We couldn't do it without you guys. So thanks.
Yes. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on iTunes and Spotify, give us a 5-star rating. I don't know if Spotify allows that, but just show us love. Share it. Tell all your friends to watch us and listen to us. Let's get into our news and gossip.
Yes.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So I found a little news on VH1.com, and they're talking about all the times Malaysia Pargo has proven she's a real one.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of times. So if we remember when her first introduction to the show, Laura Govan called her a hood rat, and that's when Malaysia laid the hands on her. Day one, this was crazy. They had just both had babies. We had some other new cast members on the show that didn't even show back up. That was number one. Then, if you don't recall, when Angel called Brandy a B.I., Malaysia showed up with her sweats on, pulled up in front of the store, hopped out the car
With her G-Wagon.
Right, the car in the middle of the street. She didn't care. I'm like, she rolled up on Angel. Then she also got into it with Megan James. I don't know if you remember her.
I remember Megan.
She broke a glass, and it was kind of crazy because Megan broke the glass and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do something to you," and then Malaysia, it was like, crazy.
Ready to fight.
Yeah, her and Brandy.
blame
But
her.
her and Brandy together, I don't think Malaysia could be in control.
Yeah.
If Brandy would have been at that skate party, I don't know what would have happened to Jackie. British. I don't know if you remember her.
I remember
All
British.
these ladies are not on the show anymore, but British. She gets called out by Malaysia, and Malaysia just says, "I give a general hi." So Malaysia has several moments that she's turned up on this show. You can check it out on VH1.com. Let's get into our next piece of news and gossip. I don't know if you guys remember the first season of Basketball Wives. Dwight Howard's baby mama was on the show. Reese, she's not on. Royce, I'm sorry.
Royce.
She's not on the show anymore. I don't know where she's been at. But Dwight has a new boo. She's in college. She plays for Baylor University. She looks cute. She's into basketball too. So he's showing her off, and he put a gag order on Royce. That was the first gag order to come into play on Basketball Wives. So I don't know. I hope this works out for Dwight. And
I mean, she's in college, so I'm just like,
how old is he? Oh my goodness.
I'm actually looking that up right now.
Because, I mean, older guys always like to date little young tenders.
He's 33.
Okay, not too much older.
Turning 34 this year.
Okay, so she's in college. She's grown. It's okay.
She's of age. That's all we can say.
Yeah, and they have something in common, basketball. So I think that might help.
He can coach her. He can mentor her.
Well, maybe she'll win her games. All right, and we have one last piece of news and gossip. Basketball Wives star Tami Roman. Last week we talked about her freestyle that was explosive. And so she has been called out as a hypocrite by some of the fans of the show.
Really?
Yes, they're saying she's a hypocrite. And basically, let me pull up these. Yes. So she basically posted a photo of Halle Berry, and Halle Berry was wearing a shirt that says "Women Empower Women," and she was giving her, "Oh, look at your shirt,
Girl support, girl." Let me get you.
Yes,
girl support,
Queen
girls.
V. Who is Queen V? I like that.
It's about taking care of your kitty cat.
Oh, I need this shirt.
Yes,
okay.
BeautyCon.
So basically, Tammy posted on her page, her Instagram page, Halle Berry, happy birthday, and the commenter left a comment saying, "How can you speak about uplifting women when you just outed a girl for sleeping with an NBA player? You talk about growth and going one step forward, but with that mindset, you're going one step forward, but 10 steps backwards. Real growth means you don't fall for petty BS and lies on so-called reality shows. You did the damage and deleted it, so now it can even create more buzz. Shame on you for shaming Jen." And that's not it, because Tammy responds to Kiki 18. Okay, this is what she said. Did you know that one post over is Tatiana Trill where you can leave this rhetoric about how bad I am for defending myself against a person who lied and came for me when I have been minding my business since last year? Here is not the place for this comment. It's all about happy B-Day for Hallie over here. All right, so happy birthday, Hallie Berry.
Happy birthday, Hallie.
Still looking beautiful, child. Yes.
Betty Jean Coleman says her freestyle was everything, nothing hypocritical about it. And she said Jennifer isn't a woman, she's an evil being. Ooh. But okay.
Yeah, it's bad when you're like evil but sneaky, so it's like you're trying to be this innocent person. Like, I don't like that. I want you to own your ish. Like Evelyn, she might be a little mean and evil, but we know what's gonna come from her.
Yeah,
like Jen, she's just one of those like sneaky, like, girl, I love you.
I know. Those are the scary ones.
Yeah. So let's get into our predictions.
Yes.
So what's gonna happen next episode?
And now, your AfterBuzz.
Yeah, that montage, it was a little crazy.
I predict, it's so hard because I try not to base it off the previews.
Yeah.
But I predict that Phoebe is going to get into it with someone really bad.
Who, Jackie?
I don't think, Jackie's not putting hands on anybody. Jackie doesn't fight. But I feel like she might get into it with OG. I don't know. I just see her getting into it with somebody enough for her to get a little razzled. Maybe during the next big trip that they have, she'll get into it with someone. I'm fingers crossed because she needs a reality check.
Well, I feel like Jackie's going to be the one who gives it to her. She might not put hands on her, but when she goes to that party and calls her out, Phoebe's like not wanting to come outside, it seems. So I feel like she's gonna eventually.
So embarrassing.
I know. I feel like she's eventually gonna come outside. It's gonna be come to a head, but I feel like Jackie's gonna come with some facts about whatever Phoebe's done that we don't know, and Phoebe's gonna have to own up. Like, this is the first time I kind of saw her own up this episode when she was confronted, and she's like, "Yeah, I did," but it was almost like. She just knew it wasn't going to be any consequence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I felt like she came clean.
True.
But, Phoebe, we got to get you in the building, honey. We need to know what's going on inside your head, honey.
Yes.
I need to know.
Before we do sign off, though, I do want to give a quick shout out to Cameron Cruz, 1974, here in the live chat.
Yes.
Just like showing so much love to us. He said, panelists, it's always great to hear your recaps and analysis. Great work as always. I look forward to watching your shows every week. Thank you so much, Cameron.
Thank you, Cameron.
We appreciate you so much. I responded in the chat, but I wanted to make sure you got a special little highlight on tonight's show.
I love it. Did anyone else have anything to say? Any funny tweets, comments?
Carolyn McIntosh said, FUBU gonna get it at the reunion.
Oh.
Betty Jean Coleman also said, FUBU going to feel too bad when they hit those clips at the reunion. Facts.
Hello.
Big facts. Can't wait for Evelyn's reactions with those because stays throwing her under the bus. Natalia says Evelyn is such a nasty, chatty female. Calling OG manly is so juvenile.
Yeah, I just really wonder how Phoebe's gonna spin this around. When the reunion shows up, she's gonna need extra security, honey.
I already see her walking off mad times.
They're gonna have her at the end of the couch. You know how they have you, so you can just walk away real fast.
Yeah.
Fast. So as long as she doesn't say anything about Malaysia, because you know this Malaysia city, and her cousins will be in the audience.
That's true.
Don't say that, Phoebe. If you gonna say something, don't say that about Malaysia. Okay, I'm just giving you fair warning, because Compton will come out.
Look, Compton is not far. Just because you think you in Hollywood, Compton is not far, baby girl.
All right, so you guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us each and every week. We appreciate you commenting, liking, subscribing. Just keep on sharing. Let your fans and friends know about us. I'm your host, Ms. Conversation Peace. You can follow me on Instagram at MISS Conversation Peace, or you can tweet me at MISS Combo Peace. And Breanna, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at IMB_Cheyenne, CHIANNE.
All right, until next time, order in the court. All right, court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned. Boom.
Bye, y'all.
We need a gavel.
I know.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.